Hi, my name is Elise Wassner, and this is my final oral presentation. Um, and it is my story of hope. And the person that I chose to interview was my mother because she inspires me, and she's inspired me since the day I was born, literally. And I felt that I this was a good person to interview because I am so close with her, and it really is who has kept me going through the toughest times. And she is the person who I have definitely learned so much from, and who I've learned how to find personal peace through. And she's definitely shaped much of my worldview and ideals. So when I talked to her and asked her how she defines personal peace, she defined it as quiet, not physical silence, but silence in your head, just being able to take a breath, let your mind take a breath, and it's when you don't have to think about your worries and you're able to just put everything away and have some quiet in your head, which I definitely agreed with, and I thought that that was really awesome. And some ways that she practices personal peace, her favorite one is hiking, which is interesting because when we had to, for this class, when we posted how ways of meditation, the video that I posted was me on a hike. So you can see that we are similar in many ways. But yeah, anyway, she said that ways she practices personal peace is hiking and in nature, and exercising and being in the ocean, and seeing plays. She loves going to the theater and praying. When she's in prayer, she finds peace, and reading anything that gives her a chance to just kind of get rid of the noise of every day, the noise inside her head. And some advice on personal peace that she gave me was to always have balance, and to aim for balance in everything you do. And she said that one of the ideals she lives by is what she calls sharpen the saw, which means not to overdo anything, not to put all your eggs in one basket, but to always take time to balance out your life and reflect on things. So don't do too much of one thing and wear yourself out, or be so much this way and not give yourself a chance to be another way. Or so just having that time to sharpen the saw. And to her, balance means inner peace, and that is the way that she believes you find ethics, is when you have balance in your life, you're able to better deal with any sort of ethical dilemmas that come up in your life. So I thought that was really awesome. And she said that if you're off balance, that's when you have bouts of anger, or when you can't sleep, or you kind of lash out, or kind of feel off, take things out on other people. It's because there's something that's off balance in your life, and you're not taking that time to, as she says, sharpen the saw. So, and I asked her about a story of hope, and where she finds inspiration. Most inspiration, interestingly enough, is from her mother, so my grandma, which definitely made a lot of sense because my grandma is an amazing woman. And my mom was able to sort of build her whole kind of flavor and excitement for life from being raised by her mother, who was a single mom, and they didn't have much money at all. And my mom admittedly says that she was a very stubborn girl, and she watched her mom. She was there, and her mom, my grandma, never complained. My mom said she never badmouthed anything. She never acted like they had any less than anyone else, um, and never spoke poorly of their situation or any other person. And my mom said that growing up in grandma's atmosphere of positivity is what gave her the most hope, no matter how bad or challenging life got. When my mom lost her first husband, she said that it was her mother that inspired her to get through it, and she saw how much her mother, my grandma, had gotten through in her life, that she knew that she could get through anything. And so my mom said really that having her mother raise her with being full of hope and full of positivity is how my mom gained so much hope, and that is her story of hope and what has inspired her. And I definitely see that, because that's exactly how it is for me. My mom is who has inspired my positivity and my excitement for life, and my willingness to love freely and give freely, think freely, and just always find good in everything, and know that no matter what, no matter how dark things get, there's always something good coming. So, and I hope that if I have children someday, or even if it's just working with children, whatever my career may be with serving people, or even just being out in the world doing whatever I end up doing, I hope that I can be that story of hope for someone else, just like my mom was for me and her mother was for her. So thank you so much. I thought that this assignment was really awesome, because although I talk to my mom all the time, um, it's not always I get her to answer these types of questions, and it's not always that I think to ask these types of questions. And it's really amazing to be reminded of how amazing the people are that you're close to. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and I really appreciate this assignment. Thanks.